does have a slight edge, you'd think, but it is going to be interesting. Besiktas will be starting on the CT side with Assassins on the T side, and we're just going to be waiting for the match to start here. And so, starting on the CT side, Besiktas really have to make a good start, but Cash, as we've seen in the major and with these matches, it's going to be slight more of an edge to the T side. Going to see some closer halves, and possibly if Assassins can sneak in 7 or 8 rounds on this T side, they're going to have a real chance in this map where Besiktas really have to hopefully get 9. And I'm going to hand off to my co-caster here, Graham.
Hey there, buddy. How you doing tonight? I'm excited to be here. I'm excited for this game. It's always an adventure when you get some of these players in the server, especially with some of the history that they have together, with and now against. So I'm really excited for this best of 3. I know it is a 3rd place game, so there's not as high stakes as if it were grand finals. But there's still a lot on the line, especially pride and, of course, some cash between these two teams.
Yeah, so obviously going to want to give their best shot here. It's going to be hard-fought battle here. The HLTV, I think it was about 55% towards Besiktas, so going to be favoring them a tiny bit, but it's going to be interesting to see what comes out.
Yeah, and I mean, it's especially hard to pick with some of these teams because it's been a while since we've seen them at a true like top tier LAN format. That is just the kind of the unfortunate nature of women's Counter-Strike. They just don't quite have the number of top tier LANs that the men's scene does, and it is something that is genuinely, I think, a shame. Some of these players definitely worth paying attention to, in the fact that we don't get the opportunity to see them showcase their skills as much as their male counterparts. It's a little sad, and I am actually quite intrigued by Assassins. I think I'd actually pick them to take this over Besiktas, which I'll probably have a lot of Besiktas fans unhappy that I'm saying that one.
Yeah, you're going to be riling up some people in the chat there, Graham. So, I know it will be interesting. We do have the big name of Giuliano on Besiktas, so that's going to be some people knowing that. Obviously, she's well known in the Counter-Strike community. So, going to have some natural fans just from that.
And a couple of her former teammates on the other team, and Mimi and Vilga, I believe, both played together on Team Secret, which was, of course, one of the top women's teams of all time, playing with Zaz and Giuliano. So half that team went one way, half went the other way, and in turn, they meet here in the 3rd place decider.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. There's a bit of a grudge match, you could say, with as you said, like half the team on one side, other half on the other. So it'll just be interesting to see what comes out here. I think it'll just be a bit of they'll enjoy it though. 3rd place match, here to have some fun and play some Counter-Strike.
Yeah, and you know, especially with the rivalry. Granted, it was a little bit ago that the teams split up and went their separate ways. But the fact that, if I do recall correctly, it wasn't the most amicable breakup does add a little fuel and a little intensity to what is already, you know, 2 top European teams. There are going to be rivals. That's just the way it goes when you're playing in the European scene. You build up rivalries very quickly with teams that you're going to be competitive with, and this should be a tremendous series. But we are, in fact, live. We are about to go into the 9th round here, which I think with the pick ban, it would be predetermined. Do we actually knife for this one? I guess we're knifing for it. All right. So sometimes when you have a 3 pick ban, it's predetermined. It does not appear to be the case. We are having the good old-fashioned shank fest in mid. And well, it's looking like Assassins are going to pull off a knife round. They're going to decide what side they go on.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what they choose, and they're going to stay as T side on this first half on Cash. So moving into that, thoughts on why whether they should have stayed or swapped?
I actually personally prefer starting T-side cash, or I guess cash as the Aussies say it, since we are on Capping TV. I feel obligated to at least mention as cash at least one. But I do prefer starting out T-side. I just like being able to set the game's pace at my own tempo. I just feel you get more control and kind of get to dictate tempo earlier when you're on T-side. So it's what I would pick. Not to say that what I do is ever the right decision, but we do see it will be towards A right now. There's two players in this site. It's Petra, it's Missa. They're going to start to come out here. Petra going to be challenged early to fall away. Can she find any of these shots? In fact, she will find the first one on Kelly and a second on Mimi. Claudia quickly gets the trading candy with her as well, making it a 3-on-3 for this retake.
Yeah, just a good hold there from the start. It's 3v3 here, as you just said. There's going to be a kid on Zaz and a smoke as well. Bomb not going down. It's going to go down now in the default position and playing for A main, sorry. And it's going to be interesting hold here. It's going to be one from highway, one from truck, and one flanking around from A main on the CT side. And Priscilla is going to be meeting into Vilga at the moment in A main. Going to get that first pick. Candy onto Zaz, Candy onto Giuliano as well. 1v2 here. As they do line up going towards, but Priscilla is going to go down, and that will be first round to Assassins.
Yeah, nice job by them. I mean, they were up against the gun pretty much as soon as Petra got those two taps right in, those two quick kills. But we have a tech timeout early coming in from Besiktas. Might explain why they struggled on the retake. May not. Can never really read too much in, but regardless, for whatever reason, we have the timeout coming down. It'll be a little bit before it's fixed. Hopefully, the admins got to get this fixed nice and quick because, of course, this is a LAN. Intel Challenge Katowice 2019. So good team on hand. Should hopefully be able to fix this.
Yeah, and so looking at the economy on this first round, he'll have Candy buying up on the AK armor, Mimi and Vilga on the Mac-10s, Clive on the UMP, and then Claudia buying up on the AK-47 as well. A lot of utility on that side. And it looks like Besiktas will be just going possibly just like a full eco here. With the changes to economy that happened last year, it's obviously a bit of a throw up whether you do it or not.
Looks like we lost Dreamboat. I think I'm gonna have to fill in for a bit. Anyway, so yeah, technical pause for Besiktas.
Yeah, speaking of tech issues, to the point that my mumble legitimately died.
Yeah, you don't
now.
exactly sound like a robot anymore as well, so that's helpful.
Yeah, I got a pop-up saying that my audio interface drivers were dying. Like they crashed. When that crashed, I stopped being able to hear anything. I had to restart Mumble, but everything else came back to life, and I guess I'm no longer a robot as well. That is pretty much everything that you could possibly ask for in one little nice present there.
Well, it seems like the tech pause worked out both for Besiktas and Capping TV, so it will be interesting going to this next round. We do have Petra buying up the flash. It might be the only buy coming in from Besiktas, but they're going to be going into a lot of damage on Assassins. The two AKs there, and then just Mac-10s to run them down.
Yeah, and I do like that move. It's one of my pet peeves in Counter-Strike is when you have the save and you got some people with a little bit more money that you can comfortably buy a flash. There's almost no harm in it. You might find a kill, you might find some damage. So I'm glad that Petra's at least investing into a flashbang. A single flash, she will have my full attention. We'll see where she likes to go with it.
Yeah, and looks like it's that going to be from Besiktas from the start, but Assassins sort of looking out for a default at the moment, 3 towards A, and it's just going to be one at mid, and going to be Claudia just sitting there at B hoping for a push, but as Assassins moving in close now onto the A site, they might be able to realize that there's no one here and they'll be able to take this site for free.
Yeah, they are just starting to pressure around, suss out the situation. They peaked too hard, but the bomb's already made its way there, which is a pretty good indicator. Momentarily, they should be pushing out. Smoke's going down, a couple mollies just to be safe. You don't want anyone jumping out at the scary spot, finding a headshot or two. But with that, they've got a free access, they've got a free sight, and they have discovered that. I'm curious to see how Petra will make this flash work on this retake here.
It is interesting. They use a lot of utility, only smoking 2 flashes left. They're going to be pushing in. Petra's throwing the flash over first, as they're all going to peek together, running through that smoke, but they're going to be mowed down by Vilga, getting 3 on the Mac 10. Clive getting another, and Vilga finishing off Petra as well. 4k there from Vilga, and just absolutely making bank. 5.6k for Vilga as well. Moving into this next round, it will be full bite from Besiktas, and it looks like they're going to be keeping 2 Mac 10s on Assassins.
And the UMP as well on Kelly V, so that's it's gonna be a bit more of a bonus around. It looks like they're going fast towards B. Cresalia's found that out, finds the first kill. Candy actually did kill Giuliano, but this M4 is gonna reign supreme for a couple more kills. That's dropping out of vents, should find the remainder. Actually, Claudia finds 2, making it a 1v1. It's gonna be Missa with an M4 trying to come through. 2 flashbangs. Claudia, the AK has full util. Do whatever she so pleases. Gonna re-smoke towards CT Amali into heaven, and we'll get the bomb down. Actually, he's faking it, just seeing where the peaks come from. Might be playing herself.
Moving up.
She spotted the head there in heaven.
Yeah, flash going out there. That's half the utility now used for Missa, and another one heading in too. Claudia's got bombed down, got 2 flashes of her own. No utility for Missa. Moving in here, that possibly heard that jump from Claudia on the site. He's looking up there. Claudia going to be peeking around, and that's going to be the 3rd round there for Assassins.
Easy 1v1 from Claudia, who's moved to 5-0-0, which is a very lovely start to this game. It's early. I always like to point it out. We do have a couple secret agent watches. Giuliano and Missa over on Besiktas don't have a kill yet. Neither does Mimi on Assassins. Mimi has picked up the Mac 10 to give herself the opportunity to farm some cash and hopefully find that first kill. And with Zaz close in mid, if she elects to push it, Mimi will be able to find that kill with relative ease.
Yeah, Mimi and Zaz there, a few inches away from each other, but sadly can't get any closer than that, as Zaz has fallen back to the vent position, but Vilga taking down 2 very quickly on that B site should open it up. Zaz going to be in the vent, going to be the next point of contact, but they should be able to move in pretty freely now. It's just a P250 that might be in their way.
Yeah, and that molly makes Zaz run out. She should fall any moment. Actually gets a nice dink onto Claudia, but will fall nonetheless. Mimi should be able to catch this, rotate out. That's going to be got a little hairy there with the spray, but does find it. Leaves Petra all alone. Mimi, I think, is going to get that one too. You better believe it. So, pair of kills for her, and she's finally on the board.
No casualties there as well, so they're going to be saving up a lot of money going into these rounds, really building up their economy.
Yeah, you can see a couple players already quite comfy. However, it will be the buy round here, and Mimi's actually going to hang on to that Mac 10. Giuliano pulling out the AWP. That's the full stops for Besiktas. They have everything. M4s and AWPs. No AUGs, surprisingly.
Yeah, no util for Giuliano as well, so it'll be interesting if that might come back to bite them, as it is going to be early mid control from Assassin. Smoke's going out onto A as well. Going to be really trying to move in up towards highway, it looks like.
Worth noting as well, full head armor, with the exception of Missa over on Besiktas, so maybe a little bit of a read of Giuliano and Zaz's former teammate Mimi, thinking that she might hang on to that Mac 10, which would be quite lethal without head armor. A little bit less so with it. However, she's still trying to find that kill on a player out in the open. Missa's found one and is being quickly traded, and Zaz will actually find one as well. Keeps it a 3-on-3, but a nice set of kills coming through. Health is so poor on both Vilga and Claudia, but it all is just on Cresselia. And she's got the bomb, so she's found the first kill, brings it down to a 1 versus 2. Bomb in her possession. Can she find any more? Spraying through does so much to Mimi. But oh, this shot right through the wall, right through the head, takes out the player. And now Assassins grab a 5th round.
There's half a chance there with that bomb there, and will be seeing a pause come out from Besiktas this time. No, it looks like it will just be no call on it yet. Possibly just a tactical. Yeah, tactical timeout there. But very close there. There was 2-on-1. That spray almost connecting for Besiktas to take that first round, hopefully. But Assassin's 5-0 up, and it's looking scary now.
It's another tech timeout for Besiktas, which it's not a good sign. Apparently it's Giuliano's mic not working. It's a little detrimental.
Yeah, a little bit of a problem there. Might cause a few issues. But we do.
You can sympathize. I didn't have my mic working earlier. It was it's par for the course. Caster's mic doesn't work off the bat. Neither does Giuliano's. It's only fair.
Yeah, and we do see the orb come out from Assassin's. Get Candy with her hands on the AWP. And the money on Besiktas looking like they could go in for a partial buy, but nothing more than that, you'd think. And still, the only person in the server without a kill is Giuliano, 005, and almost James Bond.
We have a couple more deaths to go before we get there, but that is really not the start that you'd want to see from Giuliano, who routinely frags a little bit more heavily for Besiktas. And really, I mean, it's been a slow start for most players on the side of Besiktas, not really able to find a lot of kills. They have brought it down to a couple close rounds at times, but really, you'd hope that they take one a bit quicker. Know that at some point they might take a tack timeout, let Punisher do his talking, and see if he can't, let Weber, I should say, see if he can't corral the team. Punisher is, of course, Assassin's coach.
Yeah, and at the moment, after these first 5 rounds, Velga with 152 ADR, just doing a lot of essential damage, and then Claudia hasn't died yet, I believe. Oh, only died once, so really showing their worth.
Now the pause does come down, so you don't have to listen to us ramble on about what's going on nonsensically while nothing really happens, because it is the unpause. It is going to be a smoke on Priscilla, and a flash as well. Smoke did go out towards heaven. And we'll see where they elect to go, where they elect to move the players on Assassin. They're starting to inch around. Petra's up on the forklift, going to go up to the catwalk. And with players towards A main, she may be able to drop down or at least find 1 or 2 kills. Big opportunity here for her.
Yeah, some mid control taken as well from Assassins. Maybe going to be peeking highway now. Won't be seeing Missa on the other side of the smoke, but Missa is going to peek that. They aren't going to know now that there's at least one through mid. But Missa with a huge one dig. They didn't even see it from a POV. But that's going to be a first pick there for Besiktas and giving them a slight advantage now. But Petra's going to be taken down by Claudia as we will move in here. Vilga, damage onto Zaz there in the Z connector. All peeking out now. Vilga not quite getting the kills out. He's going to get 2. But Giuliano will get the pick there, picking up the AK now.
No longer killless. Giuliano now working in 1v3. Going to be flashed up fully. Claudia's got that one with ease. 6-0 Assassins. A great start for them. But really, this is... You'd hope to see some sign of life by now from Besiktas. They have the other opportunity here. It will be an AWP coming out. Petra's got it. See where she elects to go. It'll be towards mid. However, Bomb looking to move potentially quick towards B right now. Flying around this corner. They were going to be ready for it. It's just Priscilla in the back of the site sitting headshot. Molly will come down, but the hit's already coming straight through. He finds the first kill on to Vilga, but will quickly be traded. And that leaves it a 3 versus 3. Bomb should go down any moment. And now we'll see if Besiktas can retake and take their first round.
Yeah, maybe going to be playing the bomb deep on the site. And it's going to be 3 from CT. It looks like 2 are heading up to heaven there for Besiktas. And maybe playing the site, we'll have Candy in checkers close towards A main, B main, sorry, and Claudia sitting deep B main. With Mimi getting the frag on Giuliano, Missa getting a frag, and Petra dropping, getting the no-scope, Claudia trading that one out. staying from checkers, misses close to the bomb, gonna fake that one, gonna get the shots, know where Claudia is, not gonna be sticking it just yet, still faking out, not a lot of time left for this fake, and Claudia's gonna swing wide and get that kill for 7-0 for Assassins.
Yeah, this is looking like map 1 might be pretty comfy to Assassins. You never want to see a team go down 7-1, and it's not like we're in that happy situation where they have a comfortable bye to make it 7-1, the classic Brazilian scoreline. No, they are saving once again. They have a little bit more utility heavy this time. They might be able to make it work a little bit. So far, what they've thrown out hasn't done anything. No damage on the HEs, no kills coming from the flashbangs. Zaz, I had a feeling, was close below boost, and well, she's being mollied off of that spot. This is looking like a very methodical round right now from Assassins. Focus close, might get caught here by Zaz. No, has the kill. Does take quite a bit of damage. However, she is just too good to fall to a P250.
Yeah, and it is going to be looking like bombs just drop outside of the squeaky entrance, and they're going to look like possibly moving towards A, with no one currently staying in mid, but there is going to be the rotator Juliana just swinging around from truck to tree. But bomb going around, possibly looking towards B now. With the 5 members getting close, they're going to have 2 close to mid and 3 going through B main. This looks like it's going to be a B split coming in here.
Yeah, and Priscilla is the only one there close with the MP9. Hopefully she can find something with it. Swings out, finds absolutely nothing. Just a little bit of damage to Kelly V. And now Petra, Giuliano, and Missa trying to rotate through. An aggressive push from Claudio. Finds Missa. Does good damage to Giuliano, but in the end, she falls. 2-on-4 now for this retake. They're trying to swing around. Giuliano's down. It is just Petra. Has picked up the Deeg. And can she make it? Sing, the push coming around. She's not able to find it. Oh, does so much damage to Kelly V. But she lives on 9 HP. 8-0 Assassins.
Claudia there with her second death of the match, and I don't know, it's looking very tough here for Besiktas. Assassins, no matter what happens here, are going to be heading into their CT half with the advantage. Giuliano pulling out the orb, and be interesting to see what happens here. They're going to be very close. Not a little bit less utility for Besiktas, but Assassins with a lot of momentum here should be hoping to take this round out as well, but we will see sort of a split here. Bomb just outside garage. And just going to be looking for an opening at either side here.
Yeah, double up setup. Petra and Giuliano holding them. Should be able to find some kills. Looks like it. Giuliano just misses the shoulder peek. Does catch a headshot on to Vilga as the follow-up. Finally, Assassins are down a player. I think most rounds have gone with man advantage for Assassins, so the fact that Besiktas even has it is a good start. We'll see if the double ops can continue to sing and reign supreme as the sit towards B will come in momentarily.
Yeah, first up will be Claudia, very close to this exit now. Giuliano going to be holding from tree 1. Smoke denies her sightlines and gets them easy into the site with only having to run over Priscilla on the side, but Giuliano going to get that pick onto Claudia. Looking very good here for Besiktas to hopefully get this first round in here, but Giuliano is smoked off from the side.
Flashes her way through, though. Does catch the edge of Candy, too, and oh, I thought that was the USP coming out. But regardless, Priscilla gets a kill. Mimi now in a 1v4. Finds one. Makes it a 1 versus 3. Trying to push through. Not going to be able to find Priscilla. Besiktas finally have their first round.
Yeah, no 16-0 on cash for this first time around, and they are going to be pulling those orbs out, but there was a lot of damage done there but at the end by Mimi. He's going to take down 2 players. But they have a lot of money here in the bank. Assassins and Besiktas still on the edge here. Priscilla only person above 1k with 2.2. They are going to be still rocking this double orb setup and hopefully to continue what they just performed last round.
Yeah, this is a huge round right now. It is very, very important for Besiktas to win it. Otherwise, they are going to be absolutely ecoed. Evelyn Giuliano, nice aggressive pick there on the Claudia.
Yeah, and that could really just win the... It's going to look like the round's already in their favor. Again, the first pick, 4v5, Petra onto Kelly V. and Missa onto Vilga. Mimi is going to get another frag onto Zaz, just getting a lot of damage kills if they're not able to win this round, but Mimi is only on 11 health, Candy on 54. Juliana's going to take down Mimi. Just Candy left in a main with an AWP, and it's going to be hard here to try and pull out this 1v4 if possible.
This is a very tall task, but with the smokes, she's actually gotten her way out. The fork going to be spotted by Missa. And that is another round to Besiktas. There will be no reset here, and the fact that they only dropped one player is huge. They can start to build up that economy, build up their bank account, which is so very pivotal. And one of the main reasons, really, that Assassins have climbed out to this lead is Besiktas hadn't been able to build up their bank whatsoever.
Yeah, but now Assassins, if they lose this round, it looks like they might have to do either a light buy or a save, as they are looking low on their money. Similar situations for both teams, but Besiktas has 2 players over 3k, as Julian's going to be taking some fire damage there in checkers, and Bomb is towards B at the moment. They might try and swing around.
Slow movement right now. Assassin's not wanting to commit too heavily. Realizing that the double ops are likely still on the field. There's going to be... Oh, Giuliano just missing a foot there. No, it's actually just the fake that they're going to have. Falling right back away by the looks of it. Assassins move the bomb back towards mid. Giuliano, though, feeling a little bit of heat, a little bit of pressure. It might be the B split. In fact, it will be any second now. Kelly should be able to catch Priscilla in vent. I'll actually find a pair of kills taking down Mimi and Kelly V. This is massive. With the 2-man advantage, Besiktas looking poised to take a third.
Candy is going to get that pick on Priscilla in mid, but it's going to be a tough ask here. There's going to be bomb towards B-man. They're going to be pushing in now. The smoke dissipates, and it will be time. Zaz is going to be very close left in the mini pit. As Flash do ring out, Zaz full blind by that. Giuliano on the site. Vilga getting 2 frags. Candy getting Missa up in heaven. And it's just going to be Petra currently in Z. And it's going to be a tough finish to this round.
Yeah, I don't really like their Petra's chances in this. I mean, credit where it's due. She is quite a good player, and she does find the first shot onto Vilga, but this is a tall task. Any player versus 2. Smoke and Molly are actually going to help her. Try and run straight through it. In fact, Candy has gotten close and hits the shot. I don't think that Petra realized that she'd gone straight through that smoke and got that close.
And Besiktas are going to be running a bit of a dodgy buy. Going to have a FAMAS and a P250 on to their members, so not going to be able to pull out the double orb, whereas Assassins just full util. But it's going to be not a whole lot of money left after this round if they don't win.
Candy going to be going aggressive mid with the AWP. Went up a boost and straight down the other side. No one's there right now for Besiktas. Nearest is Zaz, who is being smoked off and then promptly flashed off Toxic. So
Yeah.
full mid control right now for Assassins. They have the opportunity to go wherever they please. It looks like it'll be towards A, though. In fact, we already have rotates coming through with the smokes. Trying to go up above one of them. Not able to spot anyone out. But Assassins, they've been stunted with some good utility usage. Candy, however, catches. Trying to come out Z.
Yeah, Giuliano doesn't have armor. Did decide to glass cannon this, and it will be and going to be 3 members here at Highway, but Miss is going to get the pick on Claudia. Giuliano onto Vilga, and it's now a 1-on-3 for Mimi, and this is very tough. They know her position. Bombs in A main, 47 seconds on the clock, and this might just be what Besiktas needed here. That's going to be a quick pick onto Petra, though. It's going to call the push-up from Missa, holding at the fork. Giuliano moving around, but behind her. And that will be 3-9 now in favor of Assassins. But money isn't looking too great on a couple of these players.
Yeah, it's not an ideal spot at all. I think we'll see probably... I'd drop some pistols around and just take kind of a half buy-in. I'm assuming that's what Assassins will do. But with the pause, they might be taking some time to talk about it, whether they want to go for the full force up. They can get AKs on a couple players. Claudia, if she goes no head armor, will be able to grab an AK as well. So there is an opportunity for them to pull something out here. I'm always the more conservative player. I always like to go for the save and just, especially when you're up 9-3, take a round, drop it to 9-4, come back with a much stronger buy. But we are going to see the AKs come out. They're feeling it. They're feeling the confidence. And it will be the full commitment from Assassins.
Probably won't be seeing an AWP out for Assassins. It will be Giuliano carrying that, but Petra's going to have the MP9, possibly misreading the economical decision coming out from Assassins. So if they're able to punish that MP9, it could turn this round in the favor of Assassins.
So Mac 10 on Claudio, a pair of Deegs, a pair of AKs. And then FAMAS, MP9. Like, this isn't a great buy for either team. Obviously, the edge to Besiktas. They have more rifles and they have an AWP. But this is definitely a winnable round for either side. I'm curious to see how Assassins elect to try and pull this upper away. They have to deal with Giuliano. That's not going to be an easy task. But a quick smoke and a shot. She's going to fall back a little bit. There are 3 already towards B, though, which is not a good sign for when this hit does come down. Don't know if they'll expect Priscilla behind the box and checkers.
Will be smoke dropping onto Giuliano, going to be throwing a deep smoke in response, but will be Assassin pulling out. Crisella does get the pick onto Vilga, and that could prove beneficial to them. Candy does get it on Crisella. Claudia going through the smoke, able to pick off Giuliano with the AWP. Zaz going to take Candy as well. 3v1 now with Claudia picking onto Zaz as well. Just building up some accidental bank with that Mac 10. And it's now Missa. Does look like she's going to attempt it.
Yeah, I don't really like what Zaz did there, trying to go in aggressive. And I think Missa's actually going to be running away and saving. In fact, that it will be exactly what she's doing. Might get an exit there on Claudia. In fact, she does. However, Zaz, I mean, I get what she was trying to do, catch the planter, but instead I honestly would have just waited up, go for the 2-man retake with Missa rather than leaving it in the 1v3. And, there's actually an aggressive run coming through from Callie. I think Missa's going to be paying attention towards A main, so I'd expect her to live with her life. And yeah, there's not going to be any further aggression, so she does hang on to the M4, but no money for Besiktas. Means that Assassins with that force buy. Oh. Quasi buy. It was an interesting force. They managed to pull it off. And now they've got the up. They've got full AKs, and there's not a lot on Besiktas' side, so Assassin's looking very comfortable to end this half.
Yeah, buying up around misses save, but it's very interesting as this is the second last round. They could have possibly saved this round, just left Missa.
They're double eco, so with their loss bonus, they wouldn't have had much anyways if they'd saved, so you may as well force here.
Yeah, it's difficult though with Assassins now to double digits. It's going to be really taking on a Besiktas, just their confidence. It's hard when you look up at the scoreline. You're on 3 and the other team's on 10. You're thinking, we need to do something here. As we do see just the T's hiking out in garage. They're going to be pushing out, taking some quick mid control, double smokes out so they can push out. Flash is out, as they are going to be a bit shy to peek, but Mimi's is going to be doing those first peeks, moving up towards the vent. There is no one really stopping this mid control from the Z connector, as we do see 3 counter-terrorists on B side. Mimi's going to take down Casella, hiding in B main. Smokes on tree, nades up in heaven. Should be their side.
I mean, there's a small chance that just tapping through the smoke that Giuliano can get someone. It doesn't look to be the case. Petra trying to fly in behind. Oh, that's a nice deep shot onto Claudia. Spots Candy's shoulder, but will fall in the end. Giuliano walks out, doesn't check below heaven. I think Missa is going to be saving once again. It's going to be an 11th round for Assassins, and they're going to be quite comfy into the last one.
Bit of case of deja vu with the same position, same player saving. But taking this fight to Vilga. Vilga is going to drop her weapon. Not a whole lot of money for the T side, so it was a bit ballsy trying to take that fight there, but 1.7k Should
With
be able
the
to
bomb
buy
plant, they'll be comfy.
Yeah, should be able to, but Claudia with only $100, Candy should be able to drop an AK for Claudia. They should be able to buy up around it. Might not have all the utility they want, but Mr. will go down to Kelly V with a very nice shot there. And you'd favor Assassins taking this half 12-3.
Yeah, and I mean, they'll be dropping around the guns to those that needed it. Yeah, there's an AK on the ground, of course, for Claudia. And now you have Besiktas forcing up everything they can. It's an MP9, a couple Deegs, 5.7s, P250. That's what I call a yike spy. That's not what you want in the last round of a half. You don't want it in an 11-3 game. And they are going to go for the Shroud boost. Maybe. Never mind, they changed their minds. I got debated by them thinking about it. They definitely were contemplating it. They went to the boost. They started jumping and decided, you know what? No, that's just not for us. But now, I think Claudio did just spot the foot of Giuliano there, so they're aware that he is in checkers and will fall. Kelly's found a kill. Claudio with another. Oh, doesn't quite turn around and find Zaz from above, but Candy has a shot with ease. Feel like we said this a lot lately, but it is just Missa 1v4.
Possibly not going to be checking out Kelly V here. In Squeak are going to be peeking out around, and Kelly V is going to finish off that half. 12-3 to Assassins, and, well, Besiktas really on the back foot here. It's going to be a tough fight to try and stay in this game.
Worth noting, keep in mind, like, I haven't quite panicked enough about this, but you know who picked Cash, right? This is Besiktas' pick. They have just lost 12-3 on the first half on their own pick in this series. That's not what you want to do. That's not how you want to do it. That's a very scary prospect if you are Besiktas right now.
Yeah, and if Assassins win this pistol round, you could very easily see going up 15-3 and, well, Besiktas having to win 12 rounds in a row just to get this to overtime. And that's not something you want to be thinking about if you're them, but it's going to be very difficult to try and claw this one out. And then moving on to Assassin's map pick of Inferno, that's just going to be a very difficult one to fight out of.
Yeah, I mean, we're at the point where Besiktas almost have to be thinking, like, all right, like, what can we do on Inferno? How can we push it to train? Because you almost have to write off Cash, especially if they lose this pistol round. This pistol will basically decide this first map. If they get it, there's a small window for Besiktas to come back. If they lose this pistol, it's basically over.
It does look like they're going to be going for an A split, though. Bomb is towards there, and it's only going to be Claudia, I believe. No, Vilga is the only one there to scout this one out. Hopefully get a few picks through the smoke, but they're going to be calling for the rotates here. A lot of smoke's invested here, so they're going to know it most likely won't be FA, as they will be pushing onto the site now and possibly getting bomb plan. But Kelly V with the pick onto Casella.
And now that does give them a small window. Of course, they do have the kit on Vilga and the smoke to try and make this work. There's the pinch coming through, and that's Kelly finding the kill onto Zaz. Now this retake trying to come forth. Petra with a nice gush coming in. Can they find kills? That's really what needs to come in for Besiktas right now, but they're not finding any of them. It just leaves Giuliano 1v5. She's found the first one. Can she find a second? Does a lot of good damage, but Candy has the kill. And Assassins are going to grab another pistol.
But they did get the bomb plant there. That's something very important. They will be able to full eco this round, possibly. But no, they are going to be buying up armor. If they full eco, they'd be able to go into this next round where it was 14-3 very comfortably. But no, they're going to be forcing up this round. Just trying to surprise them, get some nice picks, and just turn it back into their favor.
Well, we'll see. Rifles on both sides. Besiktas will be relying heavily on Christella to try and open this up. Less or so on Zaz and Missa with the Ds. But you have to imagine the AK. Oh, I thought there was a shot there onto Candy, but it did not land. Did not connect, and now with that, a little bit of the jig is up for Besiktas. It's quite clear that they are in mid, and you can see Vilga and Kelly V with the response towards this. They'll be walking out of B. Looks like Zaz might be tuned to it as they walk into Useless. Will Missa get caught? Oh, does actually find the kill. The MP9 comes out, finds one. That's the bomb. which is even bigger. Spraying through, we'll get Petra to boot. Vilga may have just stolen this round. That nade is going to be meaty onto Zaz. That is 81 damage. That is all kinds of chunky. And now, with the recovery, sure, the site has fallen. Great, but now they need to get the bomb through there, and Candy with the Augs found a pair. Make it a trio, and it's 14-3 Assassins.
Yeah, and you'd have to favor Assassins going to take this map out 16-3 now, as money's looking dodgy for Besiktas. They're going to have to save this round. Deagle is coming out for Zaz. They're going to be pistol. A couple of flashes coming in, but not really much more. Going to have 3 Augs, an M4, and an AK for the CTs. Looks like it's going to be a suitably at Rush B.
They are trying to get out there, and I actually do find the kill on the Kelly, but Vilga from above finding a trio. He flashed up. Might actually find the kill on Giuliano. No, Giuliano's got that. But now 1v3, PT50 in hand. What can Giuliano do? What does she have in her back pocket? Candy's going to be trying to get up close. Does actually pull out a nade, and that was almost detrimental. But Claudia has the backup. And if you are just tuning in, my name is Graham Morrison. Follow me on Twitter, GrahamCast. Joined by Infinity here on Capping TV. This is the first map of the third place decider of the Intel Challenge Katowice 2019 LAN event. And this is the first map, as I said. It was Besiktas' pick. Next map, which is Assassin's pick, will be Inferno. Our deciders train if we need it.
It's not really looking like it if this is Besiktas' pick, but Vilga's going to get a pick onto Zaz. Giuliano going to trade that one out, but Mimi's going to get onto Giuliano as well, as it's going to be very tough for this T side to win this round, 3v4, and everyone on Assassin's really just looking like they're not off beat at the moment. And Claudia wrapping around through Squeaky into A main. They know it's going to be B now with that info from Claudia. And
that's a classic. It's a classic where we're on GoTV with delay, and there's no delay on map change. I think you know what that means. That means Assassin just took that round, and I will quickly message someone and see if I can't get that fixed for the next map. Because that's unfortunate. We're going to Inferno. That was a 16-3. Man, Besiktas, they just, they didn't have a very good time on that map there, and I think the map change is incredibly welcome. In the meantime, though, we are just going to be taking a quick break. Once again, my name is Graham Morrison. Follow me on Twitter, GrahamCast. Infinity, you want to plug your Twitter right now?
yeah, follow me on Infinity_285. Yes, 285. And we'll be bringing you guys